What up, boys and girls? Welcome back to JD Plays Ark Survival Evolved. Look at that sexy man and his pet Dodo. I'm so tiny. I'm barely taller than a Dodo. But, anyways. Alright, so we made it through all of our to-do list last time. And that's kind of cool. You know, we got to the level we wanted to get to and all that good stuff. Got a little bit of inventory started, you know, nothing crazy. Got a new goal. New goal is we want to get to level 20 as quickly as we can. Hopefully my footage will be a little bit better this time. I'm not sure why it's dragging so hard right now. Shouldn't really be having any issues, but you know, it's whatevs. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe I have too much stuff turned on the stream. I don't know. I'll play with that. In fact, let me make a couple of tweaks here and see if it helps. Dun, 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 dun. Anyways, all right. So, like I said, today I'd like to get to level 20. Now, we've been dumping into weight, and I can't remember. We've got a few Ingrams left to spend here. We've got about 11 points. So let's scroll down and look where we're at. So far we've picked up mortar and pestle, some narcotics for knocking things out. We've got our storage box. We were working on a bed. We got that finished up last time, and at level 8 we unlocked the cooking pot, the compass, and the wooden club. We've also got standing torches here, spyglasses available. This is going to be an important level right here because this is where we unlock bolas, and that's a game changer for us. So we want to start working towards that level. We also want to start considering, you know, now that we have access to narcotics, we might want to start thinking about what we want to tame, you know, sooner than later. Now, it's going to be getting dark soon because the sun's setting, and in this game, nighttime is really dark unless I change the gamma. I have the ability to do that, but I don't really have the intentions to do that as of right now. So let's kind of look around and see what's around us. It'd be nice if we could find a male dodo, and it's also not too big of a deal at this point if we happen to die, because death now, we can respawn at our bed, so you know that's not the end of the world. So we can take a little bit bigger risks. Look at this big pile of poop. Medium animal feces. We'll take it. Look, there's a dodo. Are you a male? You are a female. While not quite what I'm looking for, I will take another egg layer. There's one shot. We do not want to punch the trike because the trike is going to wreck us if that happens. 2, 3. Now she's 55, so she's a little harder. And if you're playing in a standard world where the taming speed isn't 3 times as fast, you might want to consider whether it's worth going after 55 dodo early game. Because they take a few berries, you know what I mean? But because we have the 3 times tame timer, it's not as big a deal to me. Alright, so we're going to let her starve down just a little bit. I have berries on me. I have no berries on me. That's okay. We'll start harvesting some for a minute. And as I pointed out last time, when taming anything that is a herbivore, it's best if you use mayho berries most of the time until we get to a little later point in the game in which we get things like specialized crops, and then we'll be able to make some really cool stuff. Now the cool thing about the torch is you can actually have the torch out and still harvest. So it's super dark out here, as you guys saw, and that's really hard to see on a recording. So it's a good thing that we can have the torch out. I wonder. Let me check something right quick. I want to see if I can change something on the fly here with the video. No, doesn't look like it. All right, that's fine. We'll just keep it as it is. I'm still getting a little bit of frame loss, and so I'm gonna kind of turn things down just slightly. It doesn't really make much sense for me to be getting any kind of frame loss, but you know, just to err on the side of caution here. I'll make a little bit more adjustment. We'll see if that improves it at all. Anywho. Alright, so berries galore. We've been gathering them up, you know, smashing them out of these bushes. How are we doing here? She's almost awake. Let's go ahead and feed her up. She's eating. It's going to take her about 10 gobbles to be able to go full tame. We'll see if she makes it. Now, look, notice that on the taming effectiveness, it says plus 25 levels. She started off as a level 55. She's now a level 80. So the idea there is that the faster you tame them with a higher quality food, the more levels they'll gain. And that's important because with dinos, as you tame them, you know, arc levels means the higher you get, you know, the more powerful you become. With dinos, they gain stats with every level that they gain. And it's kind of an interesting system because you're going to get to level them up once they're tamed, you know, depending on what you have them doing. But they gain a higher amount of stats the higher their level is when they're wild, right? So as an example, let's say you have a level 1 Dodo. It's going to gain 5 of every stat. This is not real. I'm just using it as an example to explain. If it goes to level 2 while it's a wild dino, it's going to gain 5 of every stat. Whereas if it was a tame dino at level 1 and it went to level 2, it would only gain like 3 of every stat. So you want to gain as many levels on your dinos as you can while they're wild. And then once you get, you know, perfect tames and whatnot, you can start breeding to get even more powerful dinos. That's kind of the technology or the ascension in this game that you're working towards, is getting better and better tames. I wanted to change. There was something else I wanted to change. Oh yeah, I remember what it was now. Behavior. I want you to be passive. All right, so we've got a level 80 female dodo. We've got a level 26 female dodo. What we need right now is a male. If we could find a male, we'd be set because we'd start getting some eggs and stuff. And well, boys and girls, that's just seriously good business. All right, so in the meantime, let's look at what we've got to craft here. What have we got to work with that's worthwhile? Let me jump back in the Ingrams. So we know about, you know, what kind of XP we're going to get from these things. We know this gives us 1 each. This is going to give us about 3. I forgot how much the wooden box gives. I know these give a bit more. Beds are always good to make, you know, if when and where we can. Really, we just need to get up to being able to make the bolas. That'll help a significant amount. So for bolas, I know we're going to need a whole lot of fiber. We're also going to need a whole lot of hides, but the bolas are going to help us get the hides. We're going to need some stone. And if you look, our level's actually rising. It doesn't matter what you do. Every action is going to give you XP, right, in the game. Even if you just stand there and do nothing, you're going to slowly gain XP. So leveling is not exactly a difficult task. It's honestly pretty easy. You just, you know, gotta do it. There's nothing else to say. Let's continue to build out our. Whoa, that was weird. That it just threw me back there. All right, let's put that down there. Let's go ahead and make a couple of these. What am I missing? I'm missing some thatch. We'll get some more thatch in a second. Boom. Now you see I connected those right across that gap. That's part of why I wanted to start my house right here, is because it allows me to build all the way out and flatten out this area that has really uneven ground in it so that I can do certain things that I want to do. Okay. I keep scrolling this because I think I'm playing Minecraft and I'm not. And yeah. I made an extra door by accident. It's cool though. We'll make up for it soon. All right, we needed some thatch. I'm gonna chop a tree here and get some thatch and some wood. So first I'm gonna go after wood. And then now that I've got some wood, let's shag over here and get some thatch from these guys. I'm going to go ahead and knock out 2 more of the foundations. And then let's do what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 walls, or maybe 6 walls and a door would probably be good. We'll do 6. And then a door frame. There's just a level. All from just working on things we wanted to work on. Let's throw that into weight. And really, we're going to just keep pumping weight until we get at least probably into the 300-ish zone. Because I want to be able to carry a significant amount of materials. Because pretty soon, I'm going to be carrying things that are a lot heavier than what I'm dealing with right now. All right, we're going to go ahead and just continue to expand the base here for the time being. Oh, we're missing a bit of thatch. Not sure how that happened, but it happened. It's okay though. It's not the end of the world, boys and girls. Alright, slap that on. Put that there. There we go. Let's demolish this. Now, if you notice, there's a little house icon right over here on the side of my screen. This changes things very greatly. That house buff makes it where I gain additional resistances to coolness and heat and things like that that normally would affect us because we're outside. So being inside your house, kind of, it protects you from the elements. It's a safe place. Now, obviously, thatch is not very safe. In fact, every dino out here, with the exception of Dodo's, like this guy right here, this turtle, they could tear through that thatch building and get to me and just jack me up. It's definitely not something I want to have happen. So let's get a little more thatch. I want to finish that other ceiling there. But now, we're able to get bolas. And bolas are a big deal, and I'm about to show you why. So crafting, Ingrams, drop down. I think we can, no. Anyway. Alright, so right here, bola. Now, next level is also a big deal because next level we're going to get to bows and we're going to get to crop plots. Those are both important things. And then the following level, we get to wooden foundations. Wooden foundations are much better for leveling than what we're having to do right now. Way, way, way better. So let's look here. Crafting a bola. Okay, so bolas are weapons, I think. Yeah. So you need 3 hide, 15 fiber, 3 stones, and some thatch for every bola. We're going to make 3 of these. And the game is on now because bolas turn us into deadly individuals. Now, if you're playing on a PvP server or you're playing with other players, just so you're aware, bolas do work on players. I strongly advise you to use them. Take those suckers down, knock them out, take them prisoner, rob them, kill them, do whatever it is you want to do. But bolas make life much easier for doing that. And hopefully this isn't too hard to see in the recording, since I'm not keeping my torch active like a good guy. But let us talk about what a bola enables us to do. Uh-oh. Scared me for a second. Now I know that there was... It's a Dodo. What level is this Dodo? Another female. She's 85. I'm going to kill her, actually. Solely for the reason of getting experience, because I really want to start getting my level up. I've got 2, egg layers inside. If I want another Dodo, I really want it to be a male anyways. Usually I like to try to get 3 egg layers, but for the time being, I'd really like to kind of start rushing leveling a bit. Plus, this is going to give me a bunch more hide. And hide is a good thing right now. And it's going to give me more meat for making narcotics. Yeah, that is the struggle, Mr. Angelbane. That is the struggle. Alright, we got a Lystrasaur here. We're also going to kill this dude just because he's free XP. So let's set him on fire. Repair our torch. Let's chop him up. Chop him up into little Lystrosaur pieces. Okay, we got nice little lightning effects and rain. Isn't it glorious how much it rains? It rains here a lot, by the way. Alright, so check it out. Before I told you we couldn't really attack a Pteranodon because they fly. But with Ebola, you can. Now that's a level 145 female Pteranodon. That's almost a perfect tame. I do not want... And I'm not going to kill her. That was a waste of Ebola, but I'm not going to kill her. Because that could be very, very profitable to me later if I can tame her, if she doesn't get killed. Oh no. Look who it is. Yeah, you're on fire now, Mr. Bug. And actually, I do want to kill these guys because getting chitin is highly important to some of the stuff we're going to have to do soon. And bugs are a very good source of chitin. Is that all of them? And that was actually pretty silly easy. I mean, chitin, as that is how it is pronounced. Almost to the next level already, thanks to some easy kills. There was what's it called up here? Parasaur. That would be an easy kill right now, and a good amount of leather. Let's see if we can find that dude. There's a turtle. I don't want to fight with a turtle. A turtle would wreck me. And it's a mated turtle, so that's bad. There he is. There's the Parasaur. Now the question is, there's only one up here. Do I have any intentions of taming that guy? Nah. So with Ebola, hey, it's starting to lighten up nice. Ebolas plus Parasaur equal easy kills. Ebola it, get your weapon of choice. I'm just going to spear this one for right now. Right in the face. He can't move, but the Ebola only lasts so long. And that's what you got to worry about right there. Woot! I got it in time. So from that one Ebola that cost me, 3 hides, I've already gotten back over 12 hides. There's 20, 30. So I got 10 bolas for the price of one right there. And I'm still harvesting. Parasaurs are very profitable. And they're good experience, honestly. So it might be worthwhile for us to consider leaving this area and finding an area where we can hunt a bit more effectively. Or just going back towards, the more dangerous area, but not being silly about it. So here's a compy coming up on me. And it's paired, so that's bad already. I hate compies. Alright, he's dead. Where's his partner? Oh, there's his partner. I knew it was around here somewhere. There's another one bites the dust. What are you going to do? I'm just going to burn all of you. Did that get us a level? Almost. We almost got a level out of it. By the way, you can correct me if I'm wrong on the pronunciation of chitin, but I'm pretty sure that I used to call it chitin and chitin and everything else, and then I looked it up one day and it was... Oh, those birds are terrible. These things rob you. Do not let them get you. They'll take your stuff. And they'll take anything and you will not get it back. Like, sometimes you'll get it back, but most of the time you're not getting it back. So stay away from those birds. Can't remember the names right now. But I've run into them before and they are vicious. Vicious little thieves. Okay, so up ahead we have a trike. You do not want to... There's a Dilo right there. Dilophosaurus. This is a spitter. He's going to spit at me soon. Right there. There comes the spit. We want to dodge that and then rope him. And we swing around behind him and we can just smash him. Now you can choose to remove your bola if you want. And I think a bola lasts between 8 and 10 seconds. And then there's a cooldown before you can put another one on them. So keep that in mind. So our bola has been quite successful so far. We've gotten many kills because of the bola. So we're going to make a few more. And hunting is probably one of the best ways to get your early levels besides, you know, until you get to about the state where you can build wooden items. And then hunting is not, it's still very effective, and it's effective throughout the rest of the game, to be perfectly honest. Hunting is a massive way to level. The other thing that's really good is what I'm about to do, though. Because now that we've hit level 10, we can get bows and arrows. That leaves me with 9. It's going to cost me exactly 9 to get a small crop plot. I want that, so we're going to go ahead and pick that up. Now with that, I can finally make my first real weapon, right? We can make a bow. Excuse me, I keep burping. But we need a bit more fiber. It's 50 fiber per bow. But the thing is, bows are very good XP. Like, very good. And with a bow, a lot of this stuff that I can't, you know, necessarily bola, if I can get myself a defensible position, I could sit back and just, you know, shoot them and have a chance at killing more difficult enemies now. And the more difficult the dino, or the higher the level of the dino, these things all play into the amount of experience that you're going to get. And right now, in the early game for us, it's all about getting levels and getting experience, right? My current to-do is to get to level 20 as quickly as I can. Obviously, I'm not rushing it, but, you know, the sooner the better. So let's go ahead and make a bow right quick. Now, check it out. We're going to go from 461... 462, all the way up to 472. So it's 10 experience every time we craft a bow. And keep in mind, the reason the bow cost us so much is because we also had to learn the slingshot Ingram, which was 6 Ingrams as well. So now we need some ammunition. We need some arrows. Arrows take flint, fiber, and thatch. And you can craft them all by hitting A or craft one by hitting E. We're just going to craft them all for now. All right. So now we're fancy, right? We're operating with a bow. Now, if you don't play with the crosshair on, you might have a bit of a struggle with aiming with the bow, but you get used to it pretty quick. It's pretty easy to use. So let's find us a good target. I'm not going to fight a trike. There's a good target right there. There's a Dilo. Headshots do more damage, and Dilos are nice because they try to spit at you. Bam. Oh, there's my nemesis. Burn them with fire. They're everywhere. Burn them all with fire. This is by far and away the most effective way that I have found to kill bugs. Until I get a metal weapon. Those things are terrible. Because they can fly and they chase you forever, and I hate them. But anyways, as I was saying, the first shot that I got on the Dilo was only for 55 damage. The next shot, I popped him right in the face, and it was for 165. So headshots are definitely a thing, and you should definitely be trying to do them. Because, you know, you want to conserve arrows. Also, you can recover arrows from dino bodies. So you always want to be trying to recover those as well. So from hunting, we're doing quite well already, right? We've already almost gained another level. We want to be able to keep ourselves doing well in terms of arrows and stuff, so we'll harvest a bit of thatch. And if we get enough wood and whatnot in the process, we will make ourselves another bow just for the experience. We need more fiber. That goes into bows and that goes into arrows. There's our next level. Now, what we could do is if we wanted to start getting more resources for every harvest we do, we could be putting some points into melee damage. And it might be worthwhile because we do combat as well, but realistically, most of my harvesting is probably going to be done via dinos. So it's not really too worth it other than early game. Now we're to the good stuff. Now we're to level 11. We can now make wooden foundations, okay? 15 fiber, 20 thatch, 80 wood. And the thing about it is, it's not just the fact that they're good experience. These are just much better building items. These are much more durable. It takes dinos a lot more effort to break through these. And so we're able to now start building structures where we can actually defend ourselves if a dino were, if we were fighting an aggressive dino. Most of what I've fought so far has not been too aggressive, and so it's been fairly simple and straightforward for me to take down and to do whatever I need to do against. All right, so we got ourselves a bit of flint there. We're up to. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. We'll turn all of this into arrows. Why not? That's going to allow me to hunt more effectively. And hunting right now is what I'm in the market for. Because if I can hunt, it's quick levels as we've seen. But I'd like to hunt, a little bit more dangerous game than what I'm hunting so far. So we're gonna venture out a bit further and take some risk here. The problem is that it goes from being a little more dangerous to being absolutely deadly very rapidly in Ark. And when that happens, unless we can recover our body, we lose whatever's on us, right? Like that Argent over there. I'm gonna struggle to kill an Argent right now. I have no armor. I have low life. It's not an impossible thing. I could definitely do it, but it would not be easy. Let's head up this way. There's a pond up here. Let's see what's hanging out around the pond right now. Look, there's a Parasaur. Parasaurs are easy kills. We need to make sure there's not any sabers or wolves, though. There's an Ankylosaur as well. Those are not easy kills, and that's a mean one, 145. When you're looking for perfect tames, for a lot of people, a 145 is perfectly acceptable. So these things don't burn very well. But we have a bow now, so I'm just going to club him to death in the face. And you notice that they get more and more bloody the closer they get to death. So that's a good way to gauge how far you are from killing something, is how bloody the body has gotten. Lots of hide. 50 plus hide right there. So you got to be careful also in killing things like that, because the Argents, they're hunters of opportunity, man. If they see you kill something and they can get over there to steal it from you, they are absolutely going to do it. Okay? Now, inside of this water, oftentimes there are beavers. I'm not seeing any here. I wonder if they've removed that. Usually you can find beavers and beaver dams in here. We'll have to do some exploring later and see if that's still a thing. Oh, there's a beaver. So yeah, they're still here. So somewhere around here, and these things are non-aggressive unless you start messing with their beaver dams. You start messing with these dudes' beaver dams and they will jack you up. They're super protective of those. Now, I know that coming down on the other side of this hill right over here, I can get back down to the beach and I can do a lot more hunting down there. But the other thing that we can do now is, I told you we wanted to get up to the point where we could start crafting these wooden foundations. And I have access to that now. So let's jump up and go to wood right here. We need 15 fiber and I can craft a foundation. Let's get that real quick. So we can look. Hey, look. That's not something that is safe. That is a Trudon. And those things are very rarely ever alone. And when they bite you, it hurts and it poisons you. We're going to run away the other way for right now from that. Just because, yeah, I don't want to die. Now, I could have built my base right here beside this pond. The reason that I don't is because of what I told you early on. Wherever you build your base, it's going to cause things to stop spawning. I do not want to keep the beaver dams from spawning, and nor do I want the beavers themselves to not be spawning. So I don't want to contaminate this area with a base right beside this water source. But it would be nice to have access to this water source for a few different reasons. And so we'll talk about that soon. Not quite yet. All right, so this has got me enough fiber. Let's make ourselves a... Look at all that meat we've got. Lots of meat. We're starting to build up a good pile of spoiled meat for making... Oh, I didn't pay attention to the craft. Dang it. Let me do it again. Spoiled meat for making narcotics, which will also help us level. Now, these wooden foundations, 80 wood apiece. That's kind of the drawback to them, and they're heavy. They're definitely gonna put you with some weight. So we're at 595 experience. Let's craft one, and they craft quickly, so that's nice. Boom, 613. So 18 experience per craft of those. That doesn't seem like much, but when you get to a point where you can start harvesting materials pretty quickly, that adds up, and you just craft a bunch of these things because you're gonna have to have these things to build with anyways, right? You're going to want your base built. You're going to want it safe and solid. So you're going to be building these things as it is and gaining the experience. And you'll find that if you just kind of focus on building up a good solid base very quickly, you're going to get your levels as a byproduct of that. Plus, everything that I replace on my other base, if you remember, I'm going to be getting some of that material back. So that will also play into all of this. How many have we made? Well, this will be number 4. There we go. We got a level. Beautiful. Bump the weight again. Let's come in here. What are we going to go after now? There's nothing I directly need off of this level yet, so we're going to start picking up some more of the wooden structure here. We've got 17 points to spend. Let's do a frame, a ceiling, a door, and then let's pick up the 0 points. Now here's the cool thing. There's actually triangle wedges. This is part of the reason that I love S Plus so much, is because it gives us other shapes besides just cubes to work with. And that's very nice. It also gives us some options of double doors and whatnot that are also pretty cool and very nice. So that's awesome. So now that I've made a few foundations, I only need like 2 more foundations to replace all the foundations in the base. And we're kind of gathering wood as we head back. So you can see crafting these foundations, while they take 80 wood a piece, if you really, devote yourself to the task, it goes pretty quick. Now I'm starving right now. That's bad. That's going to make me start to die. I don't want to starve, so I need to eat some stuff. We're going to eat some berries and use it for water as well. It'll also lower our weight. Pretty sure that I'm running low on thatch at the moment. Okay, so let's get 1 more made. All right, I think that's all the wooden foundations I want. Let's take all this back to base. Let's go get this stuff plugged in. We're already halfway through the next level. That's awesome. I could take there's a Dilo. And so he's got a few arrows on him, and I can sometimes come over here and reclaim some of those. But easy XP for me. Bow and arrow for the win, boys and girls. It helps a lot. Look, more poop. There's one of those damnable birds. Alright, I hate these birds, so I'm going to try to take this guy out. Because they're vicious. Now he's on me. I don't know where he's at. There he is. Whoop. And I missed. See, he's trying to get to me right now. And he is not low level. Can I hit him from here? I did. Nice, dude. Took him out in a single shot. These guys are annoying. Super annoying. I hate them. They'll bite you. They steal your stuff. You can't get it back. It sucks all the way around. All right, we're at about 35 minutes in. We're probably not going to make it to level 20 a single playthrough, but we have made it to level 13 so far. My original goal was to put this episode at level 12, but I decided to be ambitious, and I was a bit too ambitious. Now, if you've noticed, we've started to unlock the ability to do a couple of saddles, right? A Parasaur, a Carbonemus. Down here, we've got the Ichthyosaurus. Well, we've also finally unlocked ladders. Ladders are kind of a big deal, right? Because if I could make a ladder, technically I could get down to the beach. And that was one of the things that I said I wanted to do, to be able to explore a little bit easier and to be able to find more things to hunt and kill. We have the majority of things that I want from this area. The ramp would be nice, the pillars would be nice, but I think really just having a ladder would be good enough. So I'm going to take this wooden hatch frame and I'm going to take this ladder pattern. And we're probably going to look at building ourselves a ladder to get down to the beach pretty soon. But let's go back and start replacing some of this stuff that we've already got. Oh, I never did make a ceiling, did I? Got distracted. Alright. I pushed the wrong button. I'm used to Minecraft. So, with this... Why are you doing this? There we go. We can just put those directly down and replace the old floor. And now we're getting the materials from the old floor back. That's nice, because I don't really, need those anymore. And we have a much more stable floor, and it is beautiful. Boom, there we go. So all that's been replaced. So now we can come back and say, okay, well, we need, we need at least a ceiling. What are we missing for a ceiling? We're missing some wood. All right, so let's step out right quick. Let's get some wood. Now notice that a lot of this wood right here around the base that we've chopped down, a lot of it's not respawning. We talked about that. I'm not going to keep beating the dead horse, but just reminding you. That's why you want to be intelligent about where you choose to put your base. What's going on with you, buddy? Level 25, and there's a second one somewhere. Let's see which one's the higher level. We want to kill the higher level, because the other one will probably run away. It might run off the edge. All right, so that's a male and a female. $73. Executed. And this is where the weight starts to come into play. If you look, I'm able to gather up a lot more wood now in a single go and build several items rather than having to turn around, build something every time, and then, oh, I've got too much stuff on me. Let's take it all back right quick. All right, so let's do this one ceiling. We'll do one doorway, one door, and then let's make as many walls as we can. All right, this dude's just hanging about. He saw his girl get murdered, and he's just still stuff here chilling. I'm like, yo, dude, that ain't no thing. We're cool. I'm like, no, we're not cool. You should have protected your girl, bro. Now I've got to execute you. I'm sorry. 110. Again. Recover my arrows if I can. Chop him up. All right, so I've been picking up poop for a while, right? What's the point of picking up all the poop? Well, let's look at that right quick. We've kind of ignored that factor up until now. I told you guys it would be necessary at a certain point in the game, but that we hadn't really gotten there yet. So I think we're to a point where we can kind of start to discuss that now. So let's go ahead and put my door frame in place here. So that's going to go there. Let's get the door. Well, we'll put a ceiling on first, right there. Okay, now let's get our door. There we are. Let's put our first walls up. We're going wood, boys. Going wood. Looking good, too. Look at that. Fancy. Alright. Now, a minute ago, we picked up another item called a crop plot. We need a little bit of fiber for it. Let's craft one of these bad boys. Now, with crop plots, you need a way to irrigate them. Okay, either you need to have water delivered directly to them, or rainwater helps, or you need to have an item that you can transport water with. What in the world? Place this on walls? Anyways, you need a way to be able to get water to the crop plot for it to be able to do its job. Obviously, crop plot is going to allow you to grow crops. But the other thing that it does is we do not want to eat this. If we put poop in a crop plot, look at the spoil time on it, 39 minutes. Okay, so these are an hour and 14 minutes. If we put them in here, it stays the same until we irrigate it. Once we irrigate this and we put some seeds in it, this poo will last much longer because it will become actual fertilizer. Right now, there's no irrigation. What can I do to get some irrigation? Well, let's take a look. I don't have any Ingrams real quick. Let's get a level. Let's find something to kill. We want to take our risk on a turtle. Are you still in love with somebody out here? Yeah, I'm not risking it on you. It's too dangerous. Let's go find something to kill right quick. Heck yeah, man. The Conquistador. Used to it was more of a Jurassic Park cowboy hat, and they changed the skin now to be the Conquistador hat. And I like the other one better. I wish they'd give you the option because the old one was really cool. What level is this trike? I'm not messing with that. It's too high. What level are you? Oh, there we go. That's an easy kill. Do we have the stuff? We need some fiber, and we can make a couple of bolas. So I have tons and tons of hides now, right? From all this hunting I've been doing. Look at that. Stack of 200. Look at all the meat. We're producing spoiled meat with rapidity now. That's good. And the main thing is we're having to continue to harvest berries to keep ourselves, hydrated. If you look, my water's down right now. But at the same time, we're needing to do this to get fiber anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll just put this down here and put this down here. Oh, we got 98 blues. We're going to gobble some blues. So we're going to refill our water right now by gobbling up a bunch of blueberries. That really didn't help my water much. Do I have to eat them from inventory? Did they change that? Let's see. No, it's just not helping water. That's very odd. Alright, so this Pteranodon definitely is in the mood to die. And I am definitely in the mood to kill him. And then his Parasaur buddy right along with him. So we're going to rope the Pteranodon. Whoop! And then we're going to shoot him in the face. Goodbye, my friend. And Pteranodons are actually very low HP. So it's entirely possible, wow, this one's not extremely low. They used to be much easier to kill. That gave us a level, though. That was a good kill. And we got 27 hides off of it. So next level here, let's go ahead and put it into weight. Yeah, I'd be interested in doing Project Ozone Hardcore as well, Josh. I just I don't want to restart on it right now with where I'm at. So the next things that I can buy are windows and things. Here's a Packy saddle. I'm not going to be using a Packy saddle anytime soon. But if we come back up, we're going to find that there's a little thing right up here called a water skin. Let's take that. In fact, let's go ahead and get shirt, pants, and we'll go with shoes. And I'll get gloves later. That way we can finally make ourselves some clothes. I'm tired of running around naked. You know what I mean? So armor, cloth, We'll make some boots, and then we just need fiber for these two. So it's just some fiber. And in the meantime, kill this dude. Headshots for days. Another 50 plus hides into our pockets. Hey, look, it's a dodo. Is it a male dodo? If it's a male dodo, we may want that bad boy. And I realize that we're getting really long here. Oh, level 100 female. She's got to die. That's easy XP, boys and girls. Oh, look, it's raining. That's beautiful. Aha, that makes me very happy and very excited. So rain works in a lot of ways. It refills my thirst for one thing, so I'm no longer thirsty. That's great. But it does something else. It's filling up our crop plot right now, right? And that's also very good. And we just got a pattern just a moment ago. Where is it? I forget where this one goes. Miscellaneous. For water skins. For water skins, we just need some fiber. Okay. Now, water skins are not great for storing water, but they're okay at it. The reason I say they're not great is because over time, water skins will actually leak the water out. But they're better than nothing, and they're a way that I can actually store up a bit of water if I need to in a pinch. So we can craft a couple of these, and all they take is fiber and hides, and we've got hides for days, and fiber grows everywhere. And of course, we're gaining XP just for crafting, so, you know, why not? Now, obviously, with a water skin, we can go refill it at any water source. But the other fun part about it is we can actually fill it from the rainwater. So if we take these and place them down onto our inventory bar, all we have to do is hit the hotkey and fill them up from the rain. And now I've got water stored up and ready for use. So if we run back over here, there's some more poop for me. So I've got this little small crop plot, right? And this little dude, he's got water on him now, 200 out of 200, not irrigated. Let's put some rock carrots in there. Okay. So rock carrots, actually we can't do rock carrots. We'll do narco berries. So there we go. It's now growing narco berries in here. All right. And it's got fertilizer. And if we look at the time on this now. The spoil timer is now 4 days on these things because this is an appropriate place to store poop to use as fertilizer. Now there's a better way to use it, but right now this is a great place to put it because now it's going to last days in here. As long as I keep water in this bad boy, we're good. And I'm pretty sure that we can just store this in here like so. And that while they will leak, I can come back and just apply the water as needed. And maybe we can get some narco berries growing. They take a while. I will say that I'm pretty sure that I turned up the growth speed on things because I'm the only one here. And when I'm presenting how we grow things, I didn't want to take, you know, many hours to show that. So awesome. We've made it to level 14, almost to 20. You know, we got up there pretty quick. We've got crops growing. We've started our wooden base. We still got our dodos. Let's go see if we've got any eggs yet. I haven't really been paying much attention to my little egg layers. I do have some eggs. Look, right here. Boom, couple of eggs right there. Check out these eggs. The spoil timer on these guys is 7 days base. When you actually stick them inside of the dodos, though, oh, come on. This is what I hate about it. Sometimes you have to weigh them down to get them to stay the way you want them to. Oh, I know what it's going on. I know what it's doing. It's fine. We'll just let it work. You hold my eggs. So by putting the eggs on her, 31 days. This food will last me 31 days. So as a last resort, I can always come to the dodos and pull out the food from them and get 31 days on them. And then look at all this meat. All this meat is now stored in here for a good solid amount of time. I've got all these narco berries ready to go. Do you have spoiled meat? You do. Great. So if we drop spoiled meat, narco berries, we can hit craft all, and we're going to get 10. That's another 40 XP. And that's not small, right? That's about half of what we need for the current level. All just from doing some gathering and letting some meat rot. So that's pretty awesome. Look, there's another egg. 3 eggs. 3 dodo eggs. Now, dodo eggs are used in a form of kibble. And kibble is something we will talk about down the road. But now you are aware and you know. Now, you do want to give your dinos something to eat. So I've got berries stored on these guys specifically so they do not starve. Because you don't want your dinos starving. And we also don't want to waste any of our spoiled meat. So I know that we're only going to use 3 more of these. So I'm going to leave that in here. The rest of this I'm going to store back in the dodo. Because that's when meat is stacked, anytime the timer expires, only a single piece is lost. And I want to conserve my meat as best as I can. Now the rain is gone. So what water this thing got is all it's got to operate on. It's going to slowly consume the fertilizer and it's going to slowly consume the water. And then we're going to use the water jugs here, which look, they're also draining. They're already draining out. But we can carry these around and go get them filled up from other sources of water like that pond or this area down below us, and then just bring it back up here and rewater this. And with that, we're able to start growing our first batches of narco berries, which means I don't have to farm the narco berries anymore. I can just grow them, right? And that's pretty nice, but we'll find a better way to do that later. Anyways, guys, we're about 50 minutes into the episode, I think. Yeah, 55. So, oh, I got one more thing. One more thing that I want to do. We still don't have any pants. Can't end our second day of survival with no pants. You know, we got the hat, then we got the shoes and the shirt. We need a pair of pants. So let's get that done right quick. Is that enough? Do we have enough there? Yeah, we do. All right, let's get some pants made. Oh, yeah. Now we're rocking. My big manly thighs will be nice and covered from the whipping winds of the world. Sweet. Looking like a boss. And look, we're starting to grow some facial hair. So hair growth is a thing in this game. And over time, your facial hair and even your hair itself is going to start to grow in. So if we take this hat off, we can see that our hair is getting a little thicker than it was when we first started. We'll need to make some scissors and stuff to give ourselves a haircut if we want to get rid of that down the road. Not too stressed about it though. You know, it's all good. All right. With that said, boys and girls, if you liked it, like it. And if you'd like to see more like it, click that subscribe button. If you'd like notifications for the next time that I do a video upload or I'm live streaming, click the little bell icon. I haven't been streaming as much to YouTube. I might start that up again. We'll see. Either way, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think is cool, what you think sucks about what I'm doing so far, and let me know if you like the new series. And I will see you all next time. Be good to one another. Laters.